Eagles defense came into the game ranked 19th in the league stopping the run, and truthfully, that's because most teams are so far behind. They're trying to pass to catch up where they're excellent. Second in the league against the pass.
Which is it's so interesting because, as you mentioned, they're 13 wins. They're winning most games at the end where teams are more pass heavy, and the fact that they can be that good is pretty impressive.
Prescott top over the fires is caught. Dalton Schultz gets it inside the 10. Great throw by Dak Prescott, and it's first and goal. Dallas.
3 times game played. 5 times
See,
game
Dak,
played.
he's got a nice clean pocket. Dalton Schultz, he has been a little quiet these last couple weeks. He's going to run just an inside crosser, outside leverage. TJ Edwards, for whatever reason, allows him just to be unabated to the inside. We've seen them do a lot of damage there between the hash.
Fake. Prescott can't hold it. Bobbled a few times. Scott was on the coverage, and it brings up second and goal. Oh, Mike McCarthy is like, man, that was close. Scott, of course, playing for Maddox, who went out with a toe injury and won't be back.
Watch the collision here, Reed Blankenship. They're going to send crossers. Watch the collision. Bang! They just run dead into each other. Philly's lucky there. They were able to respond and get back and just get enough piece of that ball to prevent the touchdown.
Pressure. Prescott is sacked. Second one by Philadelphia today. Graham got there, and so did Sue.
Yeah, we talk about this Eagles pass rush. You're going to see Graham. He's off the side. Initially, the pocket was pretty good, but give credit to the secondary. There's nowhere for Dak to go with the ball. They zone it off, and Dak tries to step up and escape, and Sue from the inside and Graham from the outside combine to take him down.
Third and goal. Prescott. Looking, fires. Caught for the touchdown. Michael Gallup.
Let's take a look here. Gallup goes up. Clean catch. Left foot, right foot definitely in. We'll see if he maintains it all the way through the ground.
Looks like it.
That's an unbelievable throw. This is what Dak was trying to do on the previous play. Graham did a better job on that. Collapse in the pocket. This time he got really far upfield. Dak is able to escape to the right. Throws it a little high, but Gallup makes an unbelievable catch. Does a great job getting his feet down, and we got ourselves a ball game here.
Yeah, waited a moment for the official signal, but a great job. That was clearly a catch in bounds and a touchdown for Gallup, his 4th of the year. And an extra point away from tying this game. Maher, kick is up and good. So J-Rod Curtis has an interception and a fumble recovery. Both have led to Dallas points, and Dak Prescott says, yeah, let me fire it. Cowboys, Eagles, not at a 27.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra light-duty crew cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
Taco Bell went a bit crazy with its breakfast. It was too much. What you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Fluffy eggs, sausage, hash browns, and warm tortillas. The place should open a restaurant that only serves those breakfast crunch sticks.
You ripping, or is this part of the commercial?
Theo's nose was cause for alarm, so Dad brought Puffs Plus lotion to save it from harm. Puffs has 50% more lotion and brings soothing relief. Don't get burned by the winter nose. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed. America's #1 lotion tissue.
Guess what?
Drop the bombshell. Say it.
This Christmas season, Glass Onion is only on Netflix. What?
Will you say all that one more time for me, please?
Glass Onion is only on Netflix.
Mazel tov. Hashtag perfect.
It's certified fresh. Very good. Deadline calls it one of the most exciting must-see movies of the year.
Try to solve a murder mystery. If you can.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, rated PG-13.
Oregon. Unbelievable! North Carolina. Look at this! The San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Coca-Cola. There's magic when we cheer together.
Tomorrow, Christmas Day, get a chance to win Terry's money, plus the mystery prize inside his vault, simply by playing Fox Super 6. Download the free Super 6 app, enter your picks in the NFL Christmas Day contest for a chance to win $25,000 and opt in to the prize sweepstakes. Well, takeaways, we know these two teams are two of the best in the league at it, and you see they scored off it. Curse has two of them, Cowboys have 14 points off it, and the Eagles had an interception return for a touchdown by Josh Sweat. You know what? We're all tied at 27. What a game. And Philly will start on the 25 as we take a look at today's Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. Maybe the zone hasn't been so effective against Dak Prescott today.
Yeah, Dak's hot. I mean, take a look at these numbers. That's why we kind of joked earlier. I'm not sure I want to make a recommitment to the run game. I think what's working in the passing game for Dallas is working. Just threw another touchdown. The last red zone trip to Michael Gallup, getting him involved a little bit. I think while Dak's playing this well, moving in the pocket, buying time, I think you just let him continue to work.
So Minshew gives to Sanders, left side, gets through Parsons up to the 30. Interesting, in these two games, with these two teams, the top two in the league as far as getting to the quarterback, I feel like both offensive lines have held their own pretty well.
Yeah, we said earlier in the broadcast, these are two of the best offensive lines in the entire league. They played a lot of reps together. Dallas has 3 potential Hall of Famers. Same thing for the Eagles. Of course, Jason Kelsey, one of the best centers to ever do it there, kind of anchoring it in the middle there. Both these offensive lines are a force.
Yeah, Eagles have 2 sacks. Dallas doesn't have one yet. 2nd and 5. Minshew gives again inside. Gone 2 yards short. That's Michael Parsons. Just his second tackle. It's Jeff Stoutland, a guy you know well, one of the best offensive line coaches in the league. And the Eagles get up to the line quickly. 3rd and 2.
Dallas is having trouble getting lined up.
Snap it, run it again, and forward for a first down is Sanders.
You saw number 57, the linebacker, Luke Gifford. He's in there playing due to some of the injuries. Leighton Vander Esch, saw him go out last week against Jacksonville. He's trying to push guys and get everybody lined up. They were not sure exactly how to align to that formation on a critical 3rd down. And see Vander Esch right there. They're confident he's going to be able to be back at some point here as Dallas prepares for the playoffs.
He's playing so well, too. Kind of a neck shoulder stinger. And still on first down. Here's Minshew now. Loading up with the Devontae Smith. Held on. How in the world did he hold on to that? As right hit him, flipped over, didn't matter. He's got a first down into Dallas territory.
These Eagles receivers, we've seen them time and time again, just make great contested catches, knowing the hit is coming. This time it's Devontae Smith. Not only has Bland on his back, but right in his face.
We get end of the 3rd. Tied 27. Gardner Minshew.
That's a tough one.
Almost stat.
into the fucking.
Each other out.
That effortlessly responds to me. Smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. And it means I'm at my best for me, my team.
Outside Porter. Nuava, pass to Porter. Martin with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and Bryant with a block. Takes the 3. And again for 3.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
It's been an incredible journey for him as he moves closer and closer to second on the all-time three-point leaderboard. Martin with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Martin misses. Oklahoma City has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And here's Bryant outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And they've made it all the way back. Wow, just a dynamite run.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
A nice shot by Bryant.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now Porter against Atlanta. He was really on his game. The 3 from Nuava. The shot that time not on target. And the Thunder going the other way now. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated.
Pass to Porter. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shoot.
Good! Another from 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for second for the most threes in a season. To the inside, it's Martin on the wing. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Bryant, no good. And so it's Houston with it, trailing by 10.
And guys, what I like about the Rockets, they have stockpiled talent. I know they're young, but they focused on getting as many pieces as they can.
Porter, pass to Martin. No good with the triple.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these
connects again from distance.
As that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
And the next mark on his list, the top spot. What a season to remember. To the paint. Here's Şengün. The Thunder pull it in. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one. So what do you think the most important thing for young teams like the Rockets?
NBA, it comes down to playing time. I mean, Houston has done a great job of playing their kids. But let me tell you guys, nothing substitutes for game time in the NBA. Learning by playing. That's what it's all about.
Şengün, a screen on Bryant. Pass to Şengün. Outside Porter. From downtown. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
The 3. Christopher with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Porter. Here's Christopher. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Şengün, a screen on Giddey. Clock at 6. Christopher misses. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Damn it. First turnover.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's a 13-point game.
Eagles go 3 tight ends in this formation. Sanders running that way. Nowhere to go. Anthony Barr blew it up. Brings up third down.
Yeah, it's important for us to remind everyone how much this run game has been built over the course of the year to have the threat of Jalen Hurts. A lot of these times where they're pulling guys and he's putting it in the belly of the ball carrier, the hardest part to account for is him pulling it and coming out the other side.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Porter. Down low. Oh, and Bryant with a block.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And some very quick points for him on that possession. Bryant's got 23.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more. And he
Third down throw from Gardner Minshew.
He's down.
Brown a little slow to get up.
We mentioned how good A.J. Brown is, even versus inside leverage coverage. He is so effective on those slants. They call them short eights, which are a little deeper. Gotta hope he's all right as you see him a little slow to get up.
Boy, scary scene for Philadelphia here. Injury time.
looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Garuba driving inside. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Bryant outside. That's no good. He's 8 for 11. Outside Nwaba. Pass to Garuba. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Oklahoma City in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that you're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
We've got Green, Smith out there with David Nwaba. Then there's Josh Christopher, and it's Garuba in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Christopher. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The 3, Smith. Maladon grabs the miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Back to Bryant. Over Smith. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gordon, he's checked in for Nwaba.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And here's Bryant outside. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Woo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Pass to Green.
Chilling game.
They need this. The 3, Smith. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. 3-pointer. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins, he's checked in for Jang. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Maladon. Gordon outside. Five on the clock. Lets a floater go. Can't hit that one. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
To the paint. Here's Garuba. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
On target from range. You expect 7-footers to operate off ball, but Holmgren is just as good with the ball in his hands, Grant.
Yes, he is, B.A. I mean, we've seen him go coast to coast in the open floor, take his defender off the dribble, and get to the rim.
What a drive for the Eagles, converting multiple third downs on that one. 13 plays, 75 yards, and Devontae Smith, 2-touchdown day. And Minshew Mania is back. Eagles in front again.
At Simply, we choose to do things the simple way. Unlike those who choose to unnecessarily...
And if you sag off him, well, he can just rise up and fire.
Here's Green. Out to Gordon. Pass to Smith. The three is up. Here's Christopher. And he got the whistle on the way up.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Newfoundland, Josh Christopher. 2 shots.
Original series now streaming. Oral treatment for
Gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. They will adjust to the rule.
right away. At Honda, we know you have to thrive through the mud. If you want to reach the rainbow.
There's one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players, and so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
There's a screen by Robinson Earl. And here's Bryant outside. Drills it from deep. Bryant's got 43 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Green. There's a screen. Back to Christopher. Oh, sweet move. It's Martin on the wing. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
There's a screen by Robinson Earl, and here's Bryant outside.
There it is.
Counted from distance. Bryant's got 49 in the game.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Garuba to halt the run.
Yeah.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Bryant's got rebound number 11. Fires the three.
In there again.
He got it again! Sensational!
That's 52 points for him.
57-19.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Now Prescott on the fake with heavy pressure gets off to Ferguson. Good move. First down and more. Ferguson still rumbling it all the way out near midfield. Nice catch and run by Jake Ferguson. Missed last week with a concussion. Picks up 24 here.
Yeah, pretty nice little spin move. You don't see that a lot out of these tight ends. Kind of a Kelsey-like move there by Ferguson to catch it, put the brakes on, and spin and pick up the yards after catch. That was a nice play there by the rookie.
Pressure. Prescott struck. Ball is loose on the ground. Who's going to get it?
Eagles.
Joseph may have gotten it for Philly. Eagles say they have it. But Dallas comes up with it with Bianish.
You see Hassan Reddick, he comes and just beats Tyron Smith around the edge. They're going to say Dallas keeps this ball. It did look like Linval Joseph got it. Let's take a look. It's being kicked around.
There's a fumble recovered by the offense. Second down.
I don't know how you can see Tyler. Oh, yeah, you see Tyler Bianish. He just rips it
Inside.
That's Reddick who got the strip sack.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And here's Bryant outside. That one's good. And
Starting to get home. Back-to-back sacks, and this time it's Josh Sweat.
Right, this is a pass rush clinic. Hassan Reddick, he's going to spin, and he's going to go inside.
so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Right side Green. Pass to Martin. Fires for three. The Thunder with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Wiggins finds Bryant. Let's go with a three. Good! Another from three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it.
Well, they brought T.Y. Hilton, and they made him up for plays like this. Who's going to be the other guy outside of CeeDee Lamb in the passing game? Third and 30. It's unbelievable. Dallas goes fast. Trouble spotting the ball, but talk about making your impact felt.
Fake. Prescott looking for a big one. Play fake. He had a receiver. Hilton again, but he didn't see him. But back to the play. 53 yards to T.Y. Hilton in his first Cowboy catch.
I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. This is just a go ball and a big-time veteran receiver making a tough catch. I mean, that's impressive. You see Scott, there's some early contact, doesn't matter. He brings that ball in. Can't stress to you guys how hard of a catch that is to track that ball that far down the field. That ball gets lost behind his head. Doesn't matter, that's an incredible catch.
Second down, blitz coming. Prescott unloads Pollard, makes a great grab inside the 10, and then brought down by
Right now.
He's on fire.
Wiggins against Gordon. Martin with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Gordon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Martin's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's just great vision from Gordon on that pick and roll. Saw the floor well.
Set up first and goal.
Three tight ends, Dallas. First and goal. Prescott, man, wide open his Pollard. Well, that was a walk-in. The two couldn't connect. Second down.
And I'm not sure if Pollard was expecting the ball so fast. I think Dak saw that he was...
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Well, the Rockets shooting just 21% from the floor. Here's Christopher. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. It's deflected. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bryant. Second shot opportunity. Good. He hits again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Christopher. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Josh Christopher.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And it goes. That'll put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the line. It's on Kevin Porter. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, B.A. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Paisley. No good that time.
Yeah, I just
Houston come the other way. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
What is he out of bounds?
It'll be Rockets.
Shouldn't be making that pass.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Chris has checked in. Porter with it. Give him 8. Pass to Şengün.
No, Şengün.
And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. And the Thunder in possession here. Kicks it out to Bryant. Now here's Favors. Back to Bryant. This one for 3. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Yeah, it's only 30. Third quarter. Second.
Now here's Porter doing some damage on the offensive
Damn, I
end,
got 63
putting up a little over
points in the
14 points a
second
game. Pass to Chris. Here's the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bryant outside. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Let's see. Devontae Smith. Yes, it is. Oh, what footwork.
Let's take a look here as Minshew tries to get him. Oh, that's unbelievable. Look at those feet. That is the epitome of toe tag.
Eagles going quick to avoid a challenge. Minshew in some deep trouble now. Rolls away and smartly gets rid of it. 23.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
With the explosive.
You always want to get one down and drag. This time he's able to just cleanly land on 2 feet.
Wow.
Leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Bryant from deep three-point land. Christopher with a rebound. Christopher's got 4 rebounds in the game. Rockets shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Pass to Porter.
46 by Deron Bland. And an injured Eagle now. Oh, boy, that's Lane Johnson, who is arguably the best right tackle in the league. Has a lot of
to the inside. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Chris.
Marquise Chris is becoming a better scorer, more familiar with those areas on the floor. That time catch and shoot.
On the wing, Bryant lets the 3 fly. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
1:33 left in the first half. Porter, the pass to Şengün. Back to Porter. Chris the screen. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Giddey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bryant outside. 4-3. Another bucket. Wow.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Porter, the pass to Şengün from 13. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Bryant's Oklahoma City shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Back to Baisley. Pass to Bryant. Jacks up a 3. Christopher with a rebound.
Yeah, let me finish this game now. Okay, how long is that going to be? I'm only in the second quarter. Okay.
36 seconds left in the first half.
Okay.
Porter finds Şengün. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Smith, he's checked in. And the Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense.
How is that even possible?
On 2K Sports right after this.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You know, for the Rockets, they're in a tough spot. I mean, look, that's about as lightly as I can put it.
Yeah, a lot of season left, but to echo your thoughts, Kenny, they need to figure something out before they get buried. And now, looking back on that first half, things were really clicking out there for the Thunder. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Ryan Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Checked in for the Rockets. Martin comes in for Smith.
Ooh.
Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Gordon on the wing, pounded by Wiggins. Outside, Green, 6 to shoot. Back to Porter. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Şengün Kept alive. Out to Gordon.
How the hell did he get the rebound? Slapped out of my
Şengün,
hand.
the screen.
Oh,
Gordon, the pass to Şengün. Wiggins with a steal. Beyond the arc. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Wiggins has got 8.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Good on the bucket.
Incredible assist there from Gordon. Just an awesome job getting his teammates involved in that play.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Miss that shit.
Pass to Porter. Back to Gordon. Good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Fucking good.
Porter and Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you
know. Foul. First foul.
When a shot gets going,
oh, and then you get.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Nwaba, he's checked in for the Rockets. Christopher comes in for Porter Jr.
Shit.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. And here's Bryant outside.
What?
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Holmgren, he's checked in for
Oklahoma.
It's in for Şengün. And it's Smith in for Nwaba. Bryant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. Josh Christopher is out there with Jalen. And again for 3.
With every three-pointer made now, he comes closer and closer to that top spot in the record books.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. Green finds Martin. Doesn't go for him. And the Thunder going the other way now. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And then Bryant with the dunk.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Thunder.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. And here's Bryant outside. The Rockets pull it in. Outside, Green. MVP voting is usually somewhat contentious. What's your criteria for that award, Brent?
I think it's really difficult, BA, and I don't think there's anything wrong with people talking about it when the voters are saying year to year their criteria changes, because guess what? Every season is different. So it's a very difficult award to try to pick out the very best player in the league. Winning has to have something to do with it.
And another one! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
To BA, it feels like he can't miss.
To the paint. Can they get it? And it's hammered home by Green.
Come on, BA. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And here's Bryant outside. The shot no good.
God damn it. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer, and I was told the source of discomfort right now is a pinched nerve in the back. The question now is how it will affect certain players' roles going forward. No doubt some adjustments will have to be made.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there, playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Outside, Green. Outside, Nwaba. There's the triple. Robinson Earl with a rebound. Robinson Earl's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to man. Bryant with it. From deep.
There's another one.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Yeah.
He seems to be in the right place
Struggling
at the right
to
time.
last.
More often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And it's hammered home by Green.
NBA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Jang. Here's Maladon. And here's Bryant outside.
There we go.
Connects from downtown.
Let's go.
Bryant's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Outside, Green. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the 4th.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance.
Connects again from distance.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know, this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Green, the pass to Smith. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
Bryant, no good.
What happened? What the fuck happened?
Houston's ball. Here's Nwaba. Robinson Earl with a rebound. So it's the Thunder now. And here's Bryant outside.
There
and
it is.
For 3.
For 3.
He is unstoppable. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What an historic night for him shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Good! Another from 3.
Nails the 3, and he's now even for the record.
Hard to believe his next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
Blocked in anyway. Ooh.
Second personal foul. 15 At the line for your Rockets. Jalen Green. Taking 2 shots.
Why those end-of-game situations are so vital is, aside from the first down,
They're not gonna take me out. That's terrible.
they score a touchdown, they go up 10.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one.
We appreciate everyone that comes out and joins your support. Please make sure you get home safe. Head back to
what's at stake. Both teams are in the playoffs. If the Eagles win, they are the #1 seed, first round bye. The Cowboys win, their division hopes are alive. And obviously, 2 heated rivals. Cowboys, they got to go for this.
on 4th and goal. And those extra yards Dak Prescott just picked up on that little scramble is what makes this at least a decision.
And in reality, the extra field goal doesn't do a whole lot. Gutsy call.
Yeah, you don't want to go one score to one score.
Y'all gotta feed the ball. It's away game.
So now they will. He was pulling every trick out of the book. He said CeeDee Lamb in about 6 motions. He went from under center to gun. He was making checks, but I know there's a community of folks out there who just say, why make a one-score game and settle for this field goal?
Well, it certainly is still a difference trying to get a touchdown as opposed to a long field goal. I thought Mike McCarthy was going to be over-aggressive.
So, too.
So 26-yard attempt would mean the Eagles would need a touchdown with 1 timeout to go. It's Maher from 26. And this kick is true. 40-34 Dallas. 1:41 to go. Eagles with a timeout left. This is NFC playoff picture looking like this. The Vikings with another one-score win. They're unbelievable in those games this year. The 49ers wiped out Washington today. They're right on Minnesota's tail. And then, again, really everything breaking for Green Bay. Seattle and Detroit lost today, so Green Bay wins on Christmas Day tomorrow. They're in the mix. And the Panthers, Saints, and Bucks are all in play for the NFC South. It's wild.
It's really wild.
So, Miles Sanders, who fumbled, but the Eagles' D holds to a field goal, so he's got a chance for redemption. We'll see because of that. Those 2 plays, Eagles have 1 timeout left. Probably so similar last week in Jacksonville. Dallas threw it on 3rd down. Jags had 1 timeout left and allowed them to go down and tie the game.
Oftentimes at the end of an NFL game, so many of these games are one score either way, and just the decisions at the end of the game and clock management is critical.
Well, the Eagles have had back-to-back weeks with turnovers. Last week they survived Chicago despite 3 of them today. 4 of them. J-Ron Curse has created a couple, an interception here, a couple of fumbles. See, Curse picked that one up. And planned. Play 5 interceptions on the year, and Curse has got away. Or picked it up, but the Eagles lead holds to a field goal. 6-point Dallas lead. 1:41 to go.
It's kind of interesting. Driscoll, the backup tackle, he's in for Lane Johnson. Michael Parsons continuing to work down here on the left side.
And should runs away from Parsons. For a short game. This is not make that pass go for a short game. Clock is winding, so he did not get out there.
See Parsons here working on Jordan Mailata going inside. Just for everyone at home, the reason the clock did not stop, you have to be going forward out of bounds if you're contacted. They don't give you the clock stop.
13 to go. See if they save that timeout. They will.
They got plenty of time here.
They're trying to run a play instead of blocking it. 1 minute to go. It's caught on the sideline by A.J. Brown. Great catch and a first down, and the clock stops with 51 seconds.
Yeah, this is great footwork. A.J. Brown working on Trayvon Diggs. He comes back, he sees his quarterback, stick the left foot, drag the right. That's exactly how they teach it. Nice job there by Minshew, keeping the play alive. And 51 seconds, they still have a timeout. Philadelphia, you got a lot of time. You have every throw, every square inch of this field at your disposal because of the time and because of that timeout in the pocket.
And we got a whistle. Dallas will pull a timeout. Well, we knew it was going to be, at least we thought it was going to be a great game. 2 of the hated rivals. Dolphins going against each other with so much on the line, but it is wild. Jalen Hurts is maybe the MVP of the league. He's out. And this has been back and forth, and now it's on Gardner Minshew's shoulders to potentially win the #1 seed.
Yeah, this is his moment, right? It's his personal moment, and of course, this is the moment to secure his team the #1 seed. But it's been the turnovers, it's been the fumbles, it's been the picks. Dallas's defense, they've made some pretty big plays. Do they have another play left? Does Dallas have a sack? Can they get a tackle for loss? Can they get Minshew in the backfield to kind of derail this 2-minute last home drive by Minshew with this Philadelphia offense?
Chauncey Golston got his hands on it. There was good pressure that time. Second down.
We're seeing this a lot. Micah Parsons is taking that inside pass rush, and we're seeing Gardner Minshew really be able to drift and buy time by getting out. Take a look here at Parsons. He knows that chip is coming, which is what causes him to go inside. This time, Golston does a nice job winning and preventing Minshew from really getting outside the pocket.
And we get a whistle. This set the game clock to 48 seconds. 48 the game clock is. Clock issue. These guys may appreciate a second to catch the breath the way this game has gone. Don't take the timeout. They're getting up to the line with 36 seconds. Oh my goodness, what a catch by Devontae Smith.
I mean, great design, great route. He's going to go inside release. It's just dagger. They're going to clear out the safety. He's going to run an in-breaking cut. Minshew has to kind of throw this ball with some height to get it over the underneath defenders. And you talk again, another example of just truly high-pointing the ball, going up and competing for a ball. We've seen both these teams just put on a clinic of wide receivers and tight ends, making contested unbelievable catches.
Let me let that go. I thought it was going to be a pick.
It's smart to keep that tight end, that timeout in your pocket. You want to throw this ball to the boundary.
Senses pressure going for the end zone. Yes, he crossed it again, but a little too far. Shot right at coverage, but now 3rd and 10.
Edge trying to give Smith another chance. Really smart there by Wright. Just kind of push him out of bounds. And she's like, you got it. Nope. Well, of course, they still got 2 downs. You can throw this ball anywhere on the field. Dallas right now, they got 4 pass rushers in. Armstrong, got 3 on the left. Dante Fowler, Armstrong. It's going to push the line that way. One-on-one with Micah Parsons.
It's Parsons. Minshew can't find anyone. Here comes Parsons. Running for his life and just throws it away. And it's 4th down with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, this is great design. He puts all the pass rushers away from Parsons. Here the officials say it's not grounding. The ball crossed. It was out of the pocket. The ball crossed the line. Just let your best pass rusher. Oh, he's asking for a timeout. He's asking the sideline for a timeout. He wants to catch his breath. He knows he needs to put his best pass rush on this game right now. But
they don't call it. Here it is. Game on the line. 4th down.
And again, it's what we took it. Sometimes you got to listen to your players. When the potential defensive player of the year asks for a timeout on the play of the game, you give it to him.
All right, so the Eagles have a timeout so they can go anywhere on the field. They need 10 yards, keep the game going. And Parsons, who had a relatively quiet 3.5 quarters, has been a force with pressures and forcing that fumble, forcing Minshew out of the pocket there.
Seconds left. Oh my gosh. Wow.
They saw Micah Parsons ask for the timeout. They wanted to rejuvenate. They got 5 guys up here to pressure, and the rush gets home. Take a look at the garbage by his feet. Dante Fowler working to back up Driscoll. He's laying at the lap. Minshew has no choice but to just throw that ball up and hope for a prayer. But Dallas' defense, they stepped up today. 4 takeaways. The big stop there in the 2-minute drive. They came through.
What a game. What a game. And the Cowboys take down the Eagles, heading to their 2nd loss of the year, and the division is still in play. Well, very well may see each other again in the divisional round, but today belongs to the Cowboys. 40-34. Coming up, the OT presented by DirecTV. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Cowboys in a thriller.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
The hottest place to have fun is Kickapoo Casino Shawnee, where it's a party with over 500 of the latest e-games available. The good times keep rolling. Focus in December, starting tonight between 6 and 10 p.m. Join us for hourly drawings for the chance to win up to $2,500 cash. Kickapoo Casino Shawnee, just 30 minutes east of downtown OBC, at the corner of Highway 177 in MacArthur. Whiskey 18 to enter. Must be present at the wheel. See Club Kickapoo for all the details. Kickapoo Casino Shawnee, it's a party.
It's not just a confidence in the house not moving, it's a
Conference
confidence in
room.
life. It's a party. Who took it? Who's still flying lightning fast?
No press conference.
Voice controlled. Super awesome streaming device. Who took the Fire TV Cube?
Alexa, play Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery on Netflix.
I have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis. So I'm going to Zeposia, the once daily pill, because I won't let you see stop me from being me.
Zeposia can help people with UC achieve and maintain remission, and has been shown to reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks. Zeposia is the first S1P receptor modulator approved for UC. Don't take Zeposia if you had a heart attack, chest pain, stroke, or mini-stroke, heart failure in the last 6 months, irregular or abnormal heartbeat, if you have untreated sleep apnea, or take MAOIs. Zeposia may cause serious side effects, including infections that can be life-threatening and cause death, slow heart rate, liver or breathing problems, increased blood pressure, macular edema, swelling and narrowing of the brain's blood vessels, and increased risk of PMS, a rare brain infection that usually leads to death or severe disability. Tell your doctor if you are pregnant or plan to be. Don't let UC stop you from doing you.
Got home
If
Saint.
you're living with moderate to severe ulcerative
San
colitis,
Antonio.
ask your doctor about once daily Zeposia.
And we're down. Oh, 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 baby.
Moving on. 20-0. Lakers are 12-6. Right there. Pacers. Philadelphia. Hawks. Heat.
I want to test the limits of who I am.
Warriors. Bulls.
Why you in?
Growing up, my sister became worldwide famous. I just want to feel like I'm just getting worse.
Be afraid.
This is not an adventure race.
Be afraid.
baby. We'll suffer together. That's the only way through.
Hey, you've got a package from Audrey Louise Reynolds. Is it my niece's coat?
All of you have what it takes physically to do this. Do you have what it takes mentally?
Do you still want to see if you're able to dig down deep? Special Forces World's Toughest Test premieres January 4th on Fox.
Welcome to the OT, presented by DirecTV.
Well, what a way to get the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day weekend started. A heck of a game. Last week, the Cowboys lost 40-34 in a heartbreaker. This week, 40-34 was good enough for a victory. We'll break down this game and talk about what it means as far as the playoff picture goes. But first, let's take a look back at just how much fun it was to watch this game down there in Dallas, Terry.
Quarterback Jalen Hurts of the Eagles out with a shoulder injury, so Minshew takes over at quarterback. Dak Prescott, though, look at CeeDee Lamb. One-on-one to the outside, corner stays inside, Eagles outside, 7-yard touchdown. We're tied at 34 all. Fourth quarter down by 3 with just over 2 minutes to go. There it is, Miles Sanders fumbled. Anthony Barr recovers for Dallas. That led to a field goal. Dallas up 37-34, fourth quarter, 4th and 10, 20 seconds on the clock. Gardner Minshew throws incomplete for A.J. Brown in the end zone. A man was wide open in the middle easily for the first down. He didn't see him, didn't have the time. 40-34. Wow, what that score last week? Didn't Jacksonville beat Dallas?
Yes.
40-34.
Hey, Gardner Minshew had a good game, but so did Dak Prescott. Prescott completed 77% of his passes for 3 touchdowns and got maybe the biggest win of his young Dallas regular season career. Just moments ago, spoke with our Aaron Andrews.
Well, first off, let me ask you, because I worked the Jacksonville game last weekend and I was on your sideline. 20 seconds left. You got to tell me what you're thinking. What's going through your mind?
This was a hard-fought game. I knew they were going to make a play. I was doing some finger crossing, some hoping. A lot of points in this game, but that's what you get when you get an NFC division robbery game. Great night.
We talk a little bit about your defense more. 4 takeaways. I know Jaron Kerr's very upset this week, saying we just have to stop talking and make a play. They did today. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, they gave us chance after chance. You said with those 4 turnovers, gave us short field position. We're able to capitalize on some. And when they do that, we're a tough team to beat. It was a great job by them, and credit to them for making that play at the end as well.
And great job by you, and your head coach told me that going into the half. After the pick 6, the way you responded, you're shaking your head, Dak, but the way you responded, and he said that's just the kind of guy he is. I mean, what was your mindset after that?
That's just kind of been my luck here recently. So it was just about moving on. I know who I am. I know the type of player that I am. I know what I'm capable of. This team believes in me, and that's all I did. Just keep my head down, keep playing, focused in, and we're able to come out with this one.
3rd and 30 to T.Y. Hilton. What?
That's why you're going to get a guy like that. He can make plays. Excited to have him.
You told us it's not about seeding. It's all about momentum for us at this point. What does this game mean to you guys?
This was a huge game. Not only beating the team, one of the best teams in the league right now, beating a division rival, but the way we did it, just able to make some plays right there at the end, scoring a lot of points, defense making stops. We can use this and continue to build.
Merry Christmas, bud.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
So the Cowboys get to 11-4. They still got a chance to win the division. Right now, they're guaranteed to be no worse than the top wildcard team. And Jimmy, I referred to this as maybe the biggest regular season win of Prescott's career. The reason I say that is because for the first time, despite all the put on him about this team not getting somewhere, and he responded today.
Yeah, Kirk, the thing I liked is, we talked about in the pregame show about how Philadelphia got the pass rush. They sacked him 6 times. But every time Philadelphia would take the lead, Prescott was able to bring them from behind. So the pressure was on him the entire game, not only for the pass rush, but also the score. And Prescott was able to throw for 347 yards and 3 touchdowns. He took them right down the field to answer every time Philadelphia had it. So a lot of pressure on Prescott, and he came through with flying colors.
And Michael?
I thought it was you, but I thought the play of the game was T.Y. Hilton play.
To pick up one, he's healthy. 2, he can contribute right now, and 3, he can run the 9 route.
Well, the play of the game was the, I guess the defense recovering that fumble by Miles Sanders. I mean, at that point in the game, that puts a lot of pressure on Philly to have to drive down the field and score a touchdown in order to win the game. But I just thought that overall, I mean, this is a great win for the Cowboys, a must-win for the Cowboys, much more so than it was for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, for the Eagles, it's like, what do you do now? Jalen Hurts is somewhat healthy. Do you put him back in there, or does he need to be completely healthy, or do you leave Gardner Minshew in there and just see how it goes?
I think Gardner Minshew lit it up. Well, he had those 2 interceptions, but I got to tell you, those 2 interceptions were great interceptions. That ball was there. Actually, the ball was taken away.
I felt like the receiver could have competed more.
I agree. I thought Minshew, for not having played, was phenomenal. Who could ask for more from your backup to come in on the road in a division game? Dallas Cowboys, no doubt, on the road, and play the way he played. Hey, I would not hesitate to start him next week.
Very quickly, anyone lose any faith in Philly after this?
No.
All right. Let's get to the rest of the highlights here in Week 16. Starting in San Francisco, they've got a shot at the number 2 seed if they keep winning.
Hey, that's Brock Purdy. He's looking. I'm not going to do it. Jimmy hates it. He's rolling left. Where you at, Kittle? A 4-yard pass. You talk about a guy that's been turning it on lately. Kittle, ever since he came back, that's a 33-yard touchdown, 21-7. And now we have a close game. It takes up Kittle 2 touchdowns on the day. 37-20 San Francisco over Washington. Patrick Mahomes rolls right, dives in from 3 yards out. Big old tall, lanky guy can move for a big man. It's a sideline touchdown. There it is, 24-10. Kansas City over the Seattle Seahawks. Giants at the Vikings, Michael. A good football game from behind. Saquon Barkley takes it straight up the middle on the 4th and 2 call. A great call. There it is, touchdown. Giants 16, Minnesota's up 22. And then rolling right for the 2-point conversion. And to score it, there it is, a nice job by Daniel Jones as he finds Daniel Bellinger. We're tied at 24. 4 seconds left. I didn't think he could make it. I'm talking about Greg Joseph. 61-yarder. His 5th winning field goal on the season for the Vikings. They don't upset. They beat the Giants 27-24.
I was upset.
Okay. Yeah. And then about that, the Ravens, Tyler Huntley, the starting quarterback for the Ravens. He has a bad shoulder, but he's in for the other starter, Jackson, out with a knee. Beautiful throw to DeMarcus Robinson.
Did I get
on
my
the fade route. Good job by Robinson. 17-9.
daily?
Follow more over Atlanta. Sam Darnold, hey, a new Sam Darnold, running, passing, just looked phenomenal. Good job. As he finds DJ Moore, just a quick screen outside. If the corner lays off, popping with the ball, let him get the touchdown. 37-23, Carolina over a hot Detroit Lion team. Joe Burrow, quarterback for the Eagles, finds Trenton Irwin. Top of your screen, what, set up? Look.
What about the Knights? What's going?
Corner on the outside, gets behind. There it is, Irwin, as he takes his 4-yarder. Eagles go on to win this football game 22-18. Overruling Buffalo and Chicago. The Bears actually had a halftime lead over the Buffalo Bills, but Allen and the Buffalo Bills come back. Fake, throw right, take off speed. Got to speak like Heath get it there. And they clinch the NFC East title. Buffalo 35-13 over the Chicago Bears. Saints at the Browns, cold weather. At the kickoff, 6 degrees. There's the Browns out there. Someone needs to tell them, hey, boys, put some shirts on. Alvin Kamara, big day for him, almost right at 70 yards rushing, 4-yard touchdown. Saints on the road. This is an impressive win. I think a team that plays indoors all the time. And then finally, Houston, Texas. Man, have they been playing good football. There it is. Cowboys had to beat them in overtime. Kansas City had to beat them in overtime. And then there it is. Davis Mills finds Cooks on a 6-yard touchdown. Houston finally gets a much-needed win, 19-14. Over the Tennessee Titans.
All right, our FedEx player of the day, Justin Jefferson. The Minnesota Vikings won a thriller 27-24 over the Giants, and Jefferson had 12 catches for 133 yards and a touchdown, breaking 2 franchise records. Randy Moss's record for most receiving yards in a single season, and Chris Carter's mark for most catches. Justin Jefferson, our FedEx player of the day, the guy that Michael says he thinks is the best wide receiver in all of football. I mean, Minnesota just keeps on winning right now. And so do several other teams. We will continue talking about the playoff picture as we continue on this Christmas Eve edition of the DirecTV OT. Michael Parsons will join Karen Andrews for an interview, and we'll get inside the winning Dallas locker room after their huge victory over the Eagles.
Hey, MP, you ready for some fun?
I get skeptical when things seem too good to be true.
Winter Wonderland has arrived only at Lucky Star Casino. Saturdays in December, one name will be drawn at 11 p.m. You win up to $10,000 cash. That's right, $10,000 cash. Start earning entries on November 28th. And don't forget to play on Fridays for your chance to earn 5 times entries. Head to any
Hey,
of our
there's my
6
shirt.
Oklahoma
My new
locations to
shirt.
go walking in a Winter Wonderland. Lucky Star Casino. The biggest jackpots are closer than you think.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah. She's leaving for Paris. But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan Avantage. Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V. This is a love emergency. Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get $500 bonus cash on select models.
Today's game is sponsored by Norman Regional's Ortho Central, leaders in orthopedic care. Learn more at orthocentralok.com. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Style on Christmas Eve.
Let's go, man.
Raiders.
At the goal line, grab this.
Steelers.
You gotta be kidding me.
Live in prime time. The Holiday Classic. Tonight at 8, only on NFL Network. Welcome to the Splash Zone. The A1 Double Cheeseburger from Carl's Jr. is back. Charbroiled beef, onion rings, and Swiss, covered in savory A1 sauce. Bite into the A1 Double Cheeseburger starting at $3.49, only at Carl's Jr.
Hey, thanks for working through the holidays.
Clara, Dad says you're working over Christmas.
Here you go, Mrs. Person. No, you're not going to pay me.
Damn it.
A burger so good, you'll put a ring on it. Or 2. Carl's Jr.'s A1 Double Cheeseburger is back. Charbroiled beef, melty Swiss, A1 sauce, and crispy onion rings. Bite into the A1 Double Cheeseburger starting at $3.49, only at Carl's Jr.
Jealousy returns. Teams up with Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. It's an all-music Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Well, tomorrow, everyone in the country gets the gift of more football. And it all starts with our Winter Wonderland pregame show. Then it's the Packers and the Dolphins on
Meet up
Christmas
with
Day.
Cooper
Make sure you
to
join us
race
12:30
again
Eastern,
and prove the
9:30
best
Pacific,
time.
right here on Fox. We hope that game lives up to the one we just saw come to a completion. The Cowboys with a 40-34 victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Parsons, a big part of it, and he's standing by with Aaron Andrews.
Well, as you should be. You're trying to catch your breath right now, but you really were trying to catch your breath right there before the final play. Micah, take me through what you were asking the sideline there.
I was trying to tell you to call timeout just because I knew the situation. I know guys is gas. We're trying to get this stab and we're doing full speed. So I was thinking the coach, I was like, call timeout. Let's just catch our breath, get this 30 seconds to give it our best rush, and that's what we did, and throw it out. So, I mean, thanks God, we did a timeout. You know, who knows what the outcome is.
Got something for
Well,
you.
you get the timeout before then, obviously. The Eagles are driving down the field. Dak just mentioned to me, he's doing a little bit of praying and hoping, but knew you guys would take care of it. Just what was being said within the defense here to try to make that final stop and come away with the win?
What was said, I said to the side, we want to be a championship team, a championship defense. This is where it lies. We often talk about what the other people do, what the offense do. What are we going to do? That's the mindset. What are we going to do? They did exactly what we needed to do. We got the stops that we needed. But can we do it one more time? It's easy to do it one time. It's easy to do it 2 times. But keep doing it. And towards the end, in that last 6 minutes, we was able to get them stops and get the win.
I'll tell you
I
what, you
think
did a lot of
46 is
times.
tough to
You took
beat.
the ball away 4 times. And I know listening to J-Ron Kirsch this week about we just have to make a play. We have to stop talking and make a play. Tell me what the response was like by the defense today.
Huge response. Turnovers is going to win the game. Complimentary football at the
Beat
end
it
of the day.
though.
Doesn't matter how many yards you have, if you can get the ball back to your offense, you got a great chance of
44
winning.
now,
I mean, look at
6-6.
the statistics too. Since football even started, it's just football, and we got the ball back. Dak did what Dak do.
I just won $1 million.
You know, assuming best to get out the win and being a +3 ratio on turnovers.
I know you're probably bored having fun out there, but how fun was this game?
It's super fun. Fletcher Cox came up to me and said, I know you're tired. I said, yeah, I'd rather be tired than dying out here than looking on the sideline sick watching other people be tired. So I love the game. I love the opportunity to come out here and play, and I hope we put on a show.
I love talking to you. This is awesome. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Thanks, Micah.
So I guess you could say this Cowboys defense fighting until its last breath there.
Nope, that's good. I like that.
So here's a look at the playoff picture as Micah Parsons lets it all out. After today's results, the Eagles, yes, they were still the #1 seed in all the NFC. The Vikings,
I beat my personal best. Give me my fucking shit.
49ers, who have won 8 in a row. Over in the AFC, no, nothing changed.
This is
The Bills, Chiefs,
season
and
3,
Bengals at the top.
week
The one
4.
difference, though, is the
Yeah, the
Jaguars
Cooper race again and
Tennessee
improve
lost
with that
by
your
3,
best time.
and they now lead the AFC South. They play each other week 18. Whoever wins that game will be the champion of the division no matter what happens next week. Should be fun.
Gonna be big time.
Yeah. All right. What about some of these games here in San Francisco?
Let me go first, because Jimmy always goes first. I'm very impressed with the way that the 49ers have played. This is the time of the year when you want your football team playing their best. And even though they've lost their quarterback, this Purdy guy's come in and done good. It's done good. They're running the ball. He's playing well with the football, throwing it down the field. And this is a defense that we all agree
got something for you.
can match up easily with anybody in the NFL.
Gary, they'll probably be the second or third seed, and regardless whatever
Over the race
Minnesota does. But
of the week,
they are
this
able to
track
play
will
defense
only
with
be
4
available
defensive
for a
linemen and
limited
play
time.
coverage. And like you
So
say,
make
Purdy has
sure
come in.
you
We didn't know what was going to
don't
happen when
miss
Garoppolo
out.
went down.
If you
But he hasn't missed a
manage
beat.
to
And
make
with
the
McCaffrey
top
and Kittle's
spot,
playing
you'll
outstanding.
earn
Plus, you think Debo Samuel should be able to come back here in a couple of weeks, at least for the playoffs. And so they're going to be a factor. You know, they're in the top 3 in the NFC. It's going to be Dallas, Philadelphia, and the 49ers.
Got something
And
for
if
you.
somebody stumbles, they could step up the hitch. You talk about Kittle.
Why should there be a
Kittle
way
had
you can get
relatively
faster?
quiet year early in the year. He's exploded the last couple of years.
Yeah, but you know, if you got to name those teams, but you're forgetting about Minnesota.
Minnesota,
they have Green Bay, they have Green Bay, they have Chicago. They can be 14-3, and right now at this point they are 11-0 in 1 score game. So it's a tight game. You almost have to assume that Minnesota's going to win. But they have, you talk about players offensively at least with Cook, Justin Jefferson, my favorite, 12 catches today. T.J. Hopkins. How did Detroit trade him within the division to Minnesota? 13 catches today, 3 touchdowns between the two of them today. So offensively, I think Minnesota can explode. Defensively, I think is where they have to figure out how to slow teams down and stop teams going into the playoffs.
That's the thing. With Minnesota, we talked about this earlier. Did we answer any questions about Minnesota that we had before the game? I don't think so. It's the same team. The defense is struggling. The offense can put up points, it seems like, at will, particularly late in games. They played well down the stretch. Kirk Cousins and Jefferson are on. And
Damn, it's already
is a
got
guy
37.
that just rarely do you get a guy who's 25 years old, 6'5", 250, tight end like that.
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
And we don't even talk about the Giants. Michael, they took them right down on the road. They took the Vikings right down to Joseph Naylor, the 61-yard field goal. I'm not turning my back on New York at all. They played great.
We all know anybody get to the playoffs.
Yeah, anything can
Here's the
happen.
thing, like tomorrow, Green Bay on Fox takes on Miami. Green Bay 6-8, but they're still alive for the playoffs because everybody in front of them for a wild card spot, with the exception of Dallas. The Giants, Washington, Seattle, Detroit, all lost.
Aaron Wood's save was karma.
Yeah, maybe they've got a chance to make up some ground. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. But later on in this show, we're going to go inside the winning locker room, including the Kansas City Chiefs. Something special inside that box for Andy Reid. We'll see what it is.
'Tis the season to switch to Verizon. It's your last chance to get our best deal of the year.
Tis?
Tis. They'll give you the new iPhone 14 Pro.
Amazing phone.
This holiday season, Verizon gives you the new iPhone 14 Pro that's in stock now. Plus an Apple gift, like Apple Watch SE, iPad, and Beats Fit Pro. All on us. That's a value of up to $1,900. Wow! Act now. It's our best deal of the year, but it ends soon. Visit Verizon today.
Did you know Google makes a phone? Do you know about its camera? Like the way it fixes blurry photos. Magically erases annoying distractions. And even fixes photos taken with your old phone. Now that you know all that, did you know switching has never been easier? Start fixing with Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for free. Plus, get Pixel Watch, Pixel Buds Pro, and more for free.
Hey, MP, got something for you.
Where will they take you? Silverado ZR2, Trail Boss, and Custom Trail Boss. Because adventure is everywhere. Well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 crew cab pickups, or get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal. Get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you predict an affordable price just for you.
Oh,
Coach, it happened again.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
See, I got 37.
Talked about this a couple times this year. We need those games, okay? That gets us right for what's right in front of us. So great job, great win. I think we're gonna get down tomorrow. I think so. Yeah, we got
And then 12 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown. Steve Record the season for yards and receptions. This guy on play to a historical season, but he as well is at his best when his best is required. Justin Jefferson.
Every intention is running our season and making their season, and we didn't let them do it. All right, that's what a championship team does. It doesn't have to be pretty and sweet and all that kind of stuff. It's just gotta be tough and hard, and it's gotta be what's gotta be done.
Hey, I said this all week. The true character of this football team is going to show this week and how we responded. All right? You know how we responded? With a damn team record. Total of 570 yards of
Thank you. Hey, you all get a gift as great as this. Cheeseburgers in paradise, baby.
Hey, talking about knowing the head coach, right?
Ah, boy, that's funny.
All right, let's get over to Jay Glazer. We saw Philadelphia lose with Gardner Minshew today. What should we expect for the future quarterback for the Eagles?
So, Nick Sirianni was actually going over scenarios to say if they won, if they lost, if they won, what they're going to do with their starters, or they were going to rest Jalen Hurts in that speech, and many of their other starters as well. That obviously didn't happen. Look, Jalen Hurts has a shoulder sprain in that throwing shoulder, but it's just a grade 1, maybe slightly grade 2. So I do know that Jalen Hurts is going to try and push to play this coming week. That's still a must-win game. We're going to stay inside that division. Another quarterback news. We told you earlier on the pregame show that Tyler
Heineke was on a short leash today. If he didn't play well, Ron Rivera would pull him for Carson Wentz. That's exactly what happened. Carson Wentz got put in that game. Rivera said after today's game that he wasn't sure. He has to look through the tape before he decides who he goes with next week. But don't be surprised if they may make the move back to Carson Wentz, as they're still in this playoff hunt.
Yeah, currently on that final wild card spot. All right, let's talk about who won today. Start with you, Jimmy.
Well, I got to go with Dak Prescott. This is a big, big win for him. And we could very well see this team. It was a great game today, but we could very well see them play again here in a few weeks there in the playoffs.
I'm going with Steve Wilks, head coach of the Carolina Panthers. What he's done with that team since he's taken over has been nothing short of a miracle. They're playing next week at Tampa for first place in that division, and this team was cast out not that long ago. So congratulations, Steve Wilks and the Carolina Panthers.
Justin Jefferson. He'll find time to spend with everybody. He'll hang out with the generation younger than him.
Great to see you, brother. You are a light. I know. Hey, you're a light in the world.
He'll hang out with the people his age. I know it's hard. And then before you know it, he's like Yoda talking to the young ones. Talking to them about stories, talking to them about the game, giving them knowledge, giving them wisdom.
Really, you have chemistry, and you have great players, and they all play together like the Kentucky team. I used to go watch them practice in '96. They all had such great respect for one another.
So for him to be able to entertain audiences while keeping his integrity with the fans, the coaches, and the players, like it's every level.
Touch that sucker! Ohio State and the Wolverine!
Nobody keeps jobs decades unless two things. You have to like you, and you have to be good at it.
I think sometimes people get caught up in the tipsy-do dunkaroo and the emotions of things. But if you listen to Dick break down a game, he's great.
His preparation for games is unbelievable. He always knows a backstory.
Yeah, I've completed 137 seasons.
Well, Dick is a coach. People don't realize the amount of preparation that he's done his entire life.
After college, I came out, I had a business degree in accounting. So I worked in a plumbing company. I worked in their accounting office. And I was the bored guy you could ever want to see.
Let me see if I can get this person back.
Watching people that worked there for years, always looking at the clock, start there in the morning, go down at 5, do your trial balances, do whatever you had to do. And man, I just kept saying to myself, I'm going to do this all my life. The biggest break I got, one day, I got a phone call. My principal when I was in high school, Mr. Hitchner. He called me up, he now named the superintendent of schools of East Rutherford, where I went to high school. And he called me up and he was Richie, we got a job for you. We want you to come back home to East Rutherford. He says, we're going to make you the head basketball coach at the high school and you teach elementary school, elementary school certificate. He says, you teach in elementary, we'll let you coach the high school. We know you love basketball. I said, wow. I said, are you serious? I was like 20, I don't know, 25 maybe. I said, of course I'm coming. Are you kidding? I'm definitely coming to the head coach. Hey, get some shots in there. Just want to show you some of the yearbooks. This is Coach Vitale's first year, 1965. We were known as a football school, football community. Basketball wasn't that big until Coach Vitale arrived. So before you get too excited, this is a true story. So before you get too excited, I want you to know nobody wants the job. Nobody wants the job. Well, the old high school was don't know how to put it, half the size of this gym with 4 stone walls, padded, no out of bounds. And we never played our home games there, obviously. We couldn't, but we did practice there.
Not a basketball school, it was a football power. Every year we had a great coach there. It was like my idol when I was a student. Kenny Sadowski used to watch him walk the halls. And I would say to myself, man, I would love one day to be able to have kids. Look at me, the way we all look at him.
The year before that was when President Kennedy died, so we came off of a really quiet, somber kind of a year. Well, this whirlwind came in. He was a local guy. I knew him as Mr. Vitale. You know, back then the teachers had the nice suits. I always remember him, the nice dark shirt, and he was always squeaky clean.
He is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
He was a little bit on the loud side, a little bit on the excitable side.
He wasn't certified originally in education, so he had to take some evening courses to get his education credentials.
We found my first contract, $4,500, and I could care less about the money. I couldn't believe I loved it. Every day was like exciting to go in, working with young kids. I was young myself.
His Seton Hall ring, if you stepped a little bit out of line, he just tapped you on the head with that thing hurt.
Coach Vitale, I called him Coach. And we came walking in, and there he was, staring us down as we were walking in.
Then for the next 20 minutes, he would just run us.
Team logo. Ah, look at this.
We still hadn't touched the basketball.
We didn't see a ball. There was no ball. It was just line drill, double sessions, conditioning.
I got a bunch of tough, hard
There's a yoga, I'm taking it.
We're about building 5 years from now. We're going to get it done now.
Alright, get on there, probably will be.
You could tell he was going to turn things around right away.
He prepared us in so many ways for everything that somebody could throw at us. That by the time we got into that situation, you didn't have to think. You knew what to do.
His coaching style is like his announcing style.
Electric.
He was excitable. The reps would always tell him, step back, get back on the line. I mean, it was a constant.
Sometimes he was either ejected and thrown out because he was so excited. You know, he was in the referee's faces. He never backed down to anybody. So he would get thrown out or taken out on the stretcher because the game actually gave him ulcers, I would imagine.
Mighty Ducks.
When you start winning, yeah, everybody was really got involved. It put a buzz in the town. He put the winning attitude in all of us, just like he had it in himself. He really grew as a person. He would make sure the kids, we had a lecture every day on, I would call it a learning session, where maybe for 20 minutes to a half hour, they'd talk about life lessons.
Wow, I can go with the WNBA logos. That's cool as hell.
He was like a father to me. He took me a lot of times and talked to me personally, talked to me about things that I needed to do, how I needed to lead my life. He kept up with me. And I looked to him to lead.
And that's the one thing I had that got me through a lot of my pain was the love I got from my family. I mean, my family was, my parents were uneducated. But I always tell people it's not a doctrine of love. And every day we got love, love, love. I really feel this way so strongly about our nation. I think our nation now needs people to treat one another with respect. Instead of all this hate we have more love.
This is actually a picture of the team that won the championship 2 years in a row. And a lot of people don't know that. That championships, this was the first year that we won.
Nick and I coached in high school at the same time. When the state tournament came, he was at East Rutherford. And it just so happened that he had the #1 player in the state of New Jersey. His name was Les Cason. Les Cason was
9 or 10, whatever he was.
Smoking
he was a
buckets.
tremendous player being recruited all over all over the country.
He was a dominating player. Dominating. Led us to state championship. State championship game, one of the great games any player could have in a 1-point win.
Marvin the Martian.
Think about that for a minute. Many of the coaches could say that. Back-to-back is one thing. Going undefeated is huge.
Mamba.
Going undefeated and never playing a home game? I'd like to see how many people have done that. Dick's the man. Dick is the man.
Take a picture.
What's that? That's a new iPhone?
Yep, I just got the new iPhone 14 with its amazing camera at T-Mobile.
What does it do?
Just head to T-Mobile this holiday and get gifts for the whole family. For a limited time, get 4 iPhone 14s on us and 4 lines of unlimited for $25 a line.
Wow.
Wow is right, and T-Mobile has price lock guarantee. Unlike the other big guys, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan ever.
Let me help you.
What up, man? You need a minute, man. You want some pretty petty,
Greatest mom in the world.
That's going to leave a mark.
I can't feel my legs. Those are my legs.
Watch Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas.
It's the Bob Mills 2022 grand finale, with living room sets starting at less than $40 a month and bedroom less than $35 a month. During the 2022 grand finale, only at Bob Mills.
Bucks basketball, Bulls, Celtics.
Get to your local summer vacation sooner with Pike Pass. Non-stop touchless travel throughout Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas, along with savings off the Pets cash toll rate will have you relax before you even get there. Open an account today at PikePass.com. Don't get past, get Pike Pass.
The new Lemon Tornado spin-off. Spin it, and launch it like a top. Learn more at lemon.com.
What about the fact that in 1971 you were teaching the 6th grade?
Greatest time of my life. I had some great kids. Franklin School in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
That's not that long ago, though, really.
Well, then in 78 I was coaching in the NBA. 71 the 6th grade in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 78 in the NBA. I'm sitting on courtside and I'm looking. There's Jerry West. I said my buddies would like me to get his autograph.
Welcome to the world according to Garth. That's G-A-R-F, as in Garfinkel. Here at Garth's 5-star camp in the Poconos, he's done a masterful job of bringing together the investors, those college coaches around the country, with the commodities, the cream of the crop of the young basketball talent in America.
I'm a 5-star basketball camper. Howard Garfinkel's camp up in the Poconos. Garf would bring in 3 speakers a week. You're there for a week of camp. That was the highlight of the day.
No linear, no shooting.
And Dick spoke. And he is sweating.
And he is trying to demonstrate. And he is losing his voice.
Go to the sidelines. Go to the sidelines.
And the energy for 1 hour in a 90-degree kind of airplane hangar gym was amazing.
You name a major player from Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing, all these guys, they went to his camp. Well, 5-star Garth heard me speak, and he says, you belong to college. Really? And I'll be honest with you, I've been trying to send a lot of letters out. I got more rejections than the Dean of Harvard gives out.
I think that he was desperate. He was a 6th grade teacher making $12,000 college basketball.
He said, I'm talking to Rutgers University. They just got a new head coach, Dick Lloyd, and they're looking for their staff.
Garth called me and said, I got your assistant coach. I said, who's that? He said, Dick Vitale. I said, who's Dick Vitale? And the rest is history. He just blew me away.
I get emotional talking about it because it changed my life. Changed my life.
We were really like an NIT caliber team in those days. We made the NIT, and we never made the NCAA. We didn't have any,
superstars. I said, it's a problem. When you think you're mediocre in anything, you're going to be mediocre. I said, why can't we be special? We're
Big
in a great
dogs.
area. We got Jersey kids. We got New York City. We got play at Madison Square Garden some of our games.
This is as far as you can go. Can't go any further.
I said, I can't find two kids or
So
quality
basically,
players
I guess
a year.
I'm gonna go
I said, you don't have to go to Harvard to figure out. If you get 2 players a year, that's 8 players. That's when I started my recruiting ability.
the recruiting trail. Dick was as good as anybody I've ever seen.
I was actually going to go to the University of Dayton. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I'd ever watched a Rutgers basketball game growing up. I didn't know anything about the program. Dick was persistent. He never gave up. His vision, his commitment to being at my games, to trying to show me the big picture.
He's relentless. I mean, he never stops calling people, showing up with 3 or 4 pro players and introduce. I mean, he just does not stop recruiting.
People told me I was wasting my time going after a kid by the name of Phil Sellers, superstar from out of Brooklyn, New York. They said, you got no shot. He's wanted by every big name school in the country. Well, you go look it up. He was the all-time leading scorer in the history of Rutgers, and the name will come out, Phil Sellers.
Presents the 1976 Final Four.
So those guys went on. 1976. Final Four was Indiana, UCLA, Michigan. The 4th school, Rutgers University, with Phil Sellers and Mike Dabney leading the way.
Dick made a great success out of just being himself. When I decided to leave coaching, Dick needed to find a job.
I think that Dick was hoping to get the Rutgers job. It didn't happen. They wanted to go for someone who was with a little more experience, and they hired Tom Young. But the University of Detroit was looking for a head coach, and so he took a job for $12,000.
Michigan State, their phone bill was bigger than my whole budget. And I had local kids with pride and passion, played hard, played together, and they knew how to play, they knew how to win.
Dick was the darling in Detroit. He was the absolute darling. Everybody loved him.
He was creative because of the love of the game. He wanted other people to see how great the game of basketball is. It has helped so many people. Young men of color as well, and coaches of color.
Anytime you're 6'10", loud, and you black, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to jump up and say, oh, you're intimidating somebody. But that's the tools that came with it.
Dick stepped down as his basketball coach, paving the way for him to go to the Pistons, and appointed Smokey Gaines as a head coach. And when I look back at that, he gave Smokey an opportunity as a black man in 1977 to become a head basketball coach at a Division I university, which wasn't happening at that time.
A lot more money with the Pistons, and I think he thought that he could conquer the world. It wouldn't matter what level that he was on.
1978, I go to the Pistons. At that time, I'm like 38 years old, 39 years old, and head coach. My career was exploding. You talk about exploding, going every year, up and up, on top of the world. Salary was exploding too in those days, in terms of compared to where I used to be. But the bottom line is, it didn't work out.
Hated to lose in anything. He didn't want to lose in anything. He didn't want to lose a recruit. He didn't want to lose a draft choice. He didn't want to lose a game. He didn't want to lose a call to an official. You know, he did not want to lose.
I couldn't handle losing. I was in basket case. In that league, you can't expect to win every game, and you can't expect the fact you come into a program, the reason you're getting hired, because they're struggling, let's face it, you think you're going to be this genius and turn things around. Pistons will be revitalized, definitely revitalized. Well, it doesn't happen that easy.
As soon as I think he had his first practice, I realized this is a different style. This is not who I am. And he was not in the right place. So he didn't last very long.
My wife kept saying to me, Lorraine, you can't keep telling the owner that you can't win. You're eventually going to wear them down.
As soon as I get done with
And I
this.
kept complaining. I kept saying, I could coach till blue in the face, Mr. Davidson. I'm not going to beat Dr. J. I'm not going to beat Moses Malone. I'm not going to beat Kareem. It's not going to happen. We got to get talent. More talent. And sure enough, old Davidson walked in, and he says, I hate to do what I'm going to have to do. I said, what are you going to do? He said, making a coaching change. I said, coaching change? What does that mean? He goes, I guess you've been fired.
He seemed like a guy who was always trying to catch the train. You know, he was always he was always in a hurry and anxious,
which he has been his whole life. But thank God it didn't work out for him in coaching, because it certainly has worked out for all of us. And him,
See, I didn't even know I was broadcasting.
Really the voice of college basketball.
I was broadcasting.
Keep that on for 30 minutes.
Hopefully this is the last day chemo treatment, the last one. We are really elated and happy to be in this position to come to an end of this journey.
My throat cleared. Right now about 80% clear, but I'm over talking. I feel it. So I gotta really cool it. But really very excited, very happy that we're reaching the pinnacle of where I'll be totally in remission.
Well, you know, as the caretaker, it is, it is a joint venture, and I've been there every step of the way. Hopefully, a big help, trying to be whatever I can, all the appointments, and doing it together, and so we're going to celebrate together.
Right here.
You can't not be impressed by Lorraine. When you see someone like Dick from afar, you get to know him. Wait a minute, who is the spouse? who is the rock, who is the saint, who is around all this energy and able to process and deal with it. She's not only a beautiful person with a wonderful heart, but she's fiercely loyal and protective of Dick.
She is at his side for everything, and I really admire her because I'm obsessed with sports. I'm addicted to sports, and it's hard to find partners who will be there for you and understand your crazy parts.
Oh, wow! I'm going to admit something here that I haven't talked a whole lot about in my life. I got divorced because my life was so much with basketball. We had no children, and she was a beautiful person. My wife Joanne came from a great family.
I think that he got so lucky with his second marriage. I think his first marriage, the problem was he was just never home.
You know, my attention wasn't in the right place.
He took that really hard. You know, he took it, it was someone local. I knew the family because it was a small town. Then my mom talking to him and saying, you know, she used to try to talk to him and console him, and it's going to be okay. And like he was a psychiatrist or something, I don't know.
It turned out great for me, but for her too, though. And the fact that, you know, she remarried, I remarried, and it turned out the greatest thing of my life because I met Marie.
I think he's just Vicky Vitale who fell in love with a girl and still in love with her. He's the guy that somehow convinced the prettiest girl in the room to fall in love with him. Convinced her to dance with him at that party, right? Or so at the bar or wherever it was, so the story goes.
It was at the Blue Swan in Rothschild Park, New Jersey. And then I was there with my girlfriends after work, and he was there with his two friends. And he came up to me and asked if I'd like to dance. So I was there with my friends, and we said, oh, no thanks, we're just here after work having fun. We're not going to dance anybody. He walked away, and I saw all his friends at the table laughing. And then my girlfriend said, he's coming back, here he comes. And sure enough, he came and said, come on, this song's really great. Come on, let's dance. And he said, well, I'll tell you the truth. I have a bet with my friends that I could get you to dance. And it would really mean a lot if you would just dance. And I said, okay. So I did, and that was the beginning of The Odd Couple. A lot of his players from way back then, they always say, you know, you were his first recruit. That was his personality. When he went after something, or when he did something, he knew what he wanted, and he got it.
When she met me, I had thick glasses, my eye went to the side, and then she tells me, you couldn't believe it, girl, you see, he's wearing slacks with white socks.
We started dating, and we're married over 50 years now.
Those two together are something special. Yeah, he is who he is, but she's there as a quiet lady, but she has the respect of everybody, and for what she has done to help him, to market him, to help him become who he is today. Vitality, Dick and Lorraine, to me, is second to none.
I got fired November 8, 1979. When I got fired by the Pistons, I went through a real depression, so much so. I was watching Luke and Laura in General Hospital. I mean, that's how bad it was. My wife kicked me in the butt. Said, you have two choices. You can whine and cry, feel sorry for yourself, or you get back doing what you did all your life, get your pride back and your passion, and go out and make something happen in your life. I got a phone call after I got fired. Dick, you're not going to remember me. My name is Scotty Connell. I was the guy in charge of all the production for NBC when we did your game in Kirk County and with John Wall. We lost that tough game. He said, I just read you were let go by the Pistons. We left the game that night. So we were leaving the arena. Coach Woodard, head Kirk County, said to me, Scotty, I love that guy's energy, man, his enthusiasm. It's unbelievable. You think about him on TV. I wrote your name down. He said, I just been named head of all the remotes and hiring at a new network called ESPN. I said, ESPN? That sounds like a disease. What the hell's ESPN?
Hi again, everybody.
and welcome to DePaul University. I'm Joe Blount. He said to me, I want you to one of our first games, December 5, 1979.
I bet you have a cute voice.
I said, you kidding me? I know nothing about TV. I know nothing about TV. I'm going back coaching in college. Lucky for me, 10 days later, he called back again, and my wife literally chased me out of the house. I left former coach at Rutgers, Detroit University, and of the Detroit Pistons in the NBA, Dick Vitale. And Dick, we'll do the game, have some fun. Go there, just talk basketball. So I told him I'd do it. It'll be a classic matchup, Joe. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Eyes moved. Fire quickly and throw in the opening face off. And immediately we see a 2-3 zone. They can't match up with Fire. If you were walking away from the set and you hear him go on, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Or get back in the family room and see what he's talking about, because this must have been the greatest thing we've ever seen. So please, baby, here I go, Dr. J style, up to heaven to see the man upstairs. The last 10 minutes, they haven't gotten any fast break.
At the end of the day, it was the best TV for the entire 2 hours.
Money in the bank, baby. Tucking away. And all of a sudden, he was so good at it, and it made such a difference. Look at his penetration. Look at that bounce pass. He spikes into the box. 2 points.
Actually, hang on.
Right after. He didn't really need to be prepared from an X's and O's standpoint to do the game. It was more about relationships and knowing coaches and what's going to happen. So he was a really good analyst.
I think defensively, a good strategy there by Wisconsin. They went acquired to shoot the jumper from 17-18 because post inside, he's an Adrian Dantley. And he gets the ball inside and tries to put the 2 on the board.
You know, the fact that he, got fired as a coach, that's also something very relatable. Coaches know they have a different language with one another and a different respect level.
There's not too many coaches that have the expectation and knowledge that this guy has right here.
Dick was going to make himself fit in. I don't think it was what Dick was trying to do, but what the networks heard. When they're listening to this, bald-headed, one-eyed guy, they're looking at him and they're listening to him and they're seeing, we've got something here. And all they needed to do is keep putting it on air.
Chevy Silverado factory lifted trucks. Where will they take you? Silverado's ER2, Trail Boss, Custom Trail Boss. Because adventure is everywhere.
This rental car is so boring to drive.
Let's be honest. The rent-a-car industry is the definition of boring. The reason can be found in the name itself. Rent a car. You don't want a friend. You want the friend. You don't want a job. You want the job. The is always over up. That's why we don't offer a car. We offer the car. 6. Rent a car.
Everyone is ready for Monday Night Football. Because 'tis the season for football joy. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Get Herbert and the Chargers spread some festive cheer. Oh, baby. Oh. Or will the Colts spoil their holiday plans? The Chargers square off against the Colts.
You can be confident using Farmers Insurance. There's no need to knock on wood.
It's the Bob Mills 2022 Grand Finale. With living room sets starting at less than $40 a month and bedroom less than $35 a month. During the 2022 Grand Finale, only at Bob Mills.
Take me to the ocean, take me to the sea.
A lot can change in 60 years, but the feeling is as incredible as it's always been.
ascending like nothing.
Top 10 science, Dick Vitale is nuts.
I like to run through a locker room wearing nothing but a referee's whistle and yelling baby.
Number 8.
5 seconds after my first child was born, I dumped Gatorade on my wife.
The 80s, the 90s, it was everywhere.
By now, you're familiar with the Mount Rushmore of college basketball analysts. First, it was Al McGuire, then it was Billy Packer. Now, perhaps a figure larger than the game itself.
Welcome to the first annual Dick Vitale Sound-Alike Contest.
Dick Vitale.
Dick Vitale. Dick Vitale. Dick Vitale.
Just your average bald, one-eyed basketball wacko. The city became kids here.
At first, he wanted to stay in coaching because it was in his blood, his life, you know.
I mean, everybody loved him, and suddenly he couldn't get people to return phone calls when he was trying to get coaching jobs.
Lorraine was the one, she was able to foresee the fact that he was going to be great at it.
I work and do a game. I talk to my people. People sitting there watching the game, the everyday person just having fun.
His passion for the game, which he started very early in his life, and that blue-collar mentality just made him work.
This is as close as
ESPN became the vessel
Damn,
for
that's
college
cool. You can
basketball
recruit.
to grow, and Vitale was the face of that. At those points,
Virginia Beach, Yoda, we out.
Uh-oh. Ding-a-ding-ling, the cash register.
Sometimes people go, boy, I just want to watch the game. I want to turn down the volume, but I can't with it. Okay.
That's all the time we have, see?
Come on, don't worry. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? I need time. I haven't even talked about Pittsburgh. Are you serious? Pittsburgh, Florida. Hey, what about Steve Nash?
I wish I had nice
You never know where he's going to go. He keeps you on your toes and makes
Window
you better
open
because
now.
it is a challenge.
Hey, they don't block out, baby. If they don't block out, they keep Potter and friendly and
It's a tornado, baby.
Yo, think about that. Man, you're going to have to sit next to him for 4 hours. You can't get the ball, baby. I mean, they're blanking the guy.
You folks think it's easy.
Probably my first week or two on the job, I was assigned a driver. We used to carry all the newspapers out of the airport, sort of rifle through all the newspapers.